good day, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. I'm Charlene. It's so nice to be here with you today on this final full moon of the year. Can you believe it? 2022 is already finding her close. And here we are together today. It's so nice to see you all. Hello, hello, all my wonderful friends here on Insight Timer. Also some folks over on YouTube as well. Drop in the chat. Tell us where you're joining from today. I'd love to say hello. Good morning, Violet. Nice to see you. I know Violet joins us from New York. Good morning, Victoria. Good afternoon. Good to see you. We're glad you're joining us from Sweden. Hope all is well there for you. Enjoying the start of a glorious wintry season. Hi, Monica. Nice to see you. Oh, no sound. Is that okay, Jeremy? Okay. Hopefully that gets worked out. I think we've got sound elsewhere, so yay. I'm glad you're here, Monica. Hi, Victor. Good to see you. Victor joins us from Texas. Jaybird, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yes, so glad to see you, my friend. Hi, Rachel from Canada. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're staying toasty warm today. Yep, Victor, Victoria. Love it. Tony. Hi, Tony from Utah. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you're here. Good morning, Martha from Mexico. Nice to see you, my friend. Hi, Andrew from San Francisco. Glad you're with us today. That's a good day. It's a good day. Tony, you said, I hear you. Good. You have sound now. Good, Monica. Yay. Sometimes those things just happen. Sometimes I know our devices can be a little temperamental and finicky, so I'm so thankful to have Jeremy staying on top of all that for me. Can't even imagine. Funny stories about Jeremy include anytime he walks into a room, all the electronic devices begin to work. It's just how it rolls. It's how we roll in this family. Victoria. Yes, just taking it easy. Healing my eye after a surgery last week. Well, we are sending you healing thoughts, intentions, prayers, good vibes, and wholeness. I love that. Bringing more clarity into your life. That's beautiful. Good for you. Thank you for sharing that, Victoria. Good morning, Jane. Good morning, my friend. Hi, Tammy. Good morning. Happy full moon from a rainy Virginia. Nice. I do love a beautiful rain in December. Pretty time of year. There's something about the chill in the air. Though I'm in Florida and our chill today is a balmy 81 degrees. Which is chillier than 90. So I'll take it. Tony, you're the opposite. I understand. Hi, Linnea. Good morning from Massachusetts. Your toadstools, your little froggy, and your green hearts. I'm so glad you're here. Good to see you. Tony. Yeah, technology goes on the fritz all around you. You're just the opposite of Jeremy. That's funny. It happens. My mom's the same way, which is why we're very blessed to have Jeremy in the family. It's pretty bad. Good morning, Debbie. Nice to see you. Hi, Bashir. Good evening from Kuwait. I hope I said your name correctly. Welcome, my friend. Tell us in the chat how to make sure I pronounce your name correctly, because that's important. A name holds significant resonance, and we connect to that resonance within our physical body. This matters, 3D matter. All matter starts in the unseen, in the subtle worlds, in the world of frequency. Everything really is energy. It's not just a cool saying that Spiritual Gangster has on all their shirts, but it's true, and they are right. Everything is frequency. Quantum physicists 100% know that, adapt to that, and that's what most of their work is based around. The unseen world of energy and frequency, which is why and how we're here today together. So, Jeremy, did I miss anything before Tammy? She asked what part of Florida. You're from Jacksonville and actually flying there tomorrow to be with your family. Oh, that's wonderful. We're right outside of Tampa. Other coast. Larry. Foggy in NorCal. Moon setting into the fog. Oh, I bet that's beautiful. Glad you're here, Larry. Thanks for sharing that. That's cool. Bashir. I think that's how I said it. It's correct. Good. Thank you. Thank you for the affirmation and the gentle forgiveness if I do mess that up. I apologize in advance, and I celebrate such a cool name. Expanding my nomenclature vocabulary. Jill, good morning from South Florida. Lake Worth, nice, good to see you. Sending my love to the other coast of Florida. Hi, Lisa Nanda. We're so glad to see you. I know you're joining us from Canada. You're going to have to leave the side for my pants because I have to run for a bit. We'll post this on YouTube on your channel later. Yep, absolutely. Oh, you're going to watch their movies over the holidays. That's so funny. And you love the spiritual gangster shirts? Yeah, they're fun. Well, today's is especially apropos. The universe is on my side, which we'll talk about in just a second. So, absolutely, Lisa Nanda. It will be every time that we're done with a live, it will always automatically upload onto our YouTube channel as well, so you can access it anytime you want. If there's something that's especially touching to your heart, or you just don't want to miss all the great excitement, tune in. Over on YouTube, just look up Charlene Clossy, and you'll find us, all of our live streams. Yeah, and I'm glad you're going to be watching the movies. Yeah, we've got a Christmas movie. It's called An Evergreen Christmas. If you love a good, uplifting, family-friendly movie that speaks to heart and soul of the holidays and home, you might want to check out An Evergreen Christmas. And I'm not just totally biased because Jeremy wrote and directed it. And I'm not overinflating it because I was in it. But this is what people have told us and shared with us. And we're so glad it's become a family tradition for so many people around the world now. You can find it pretty much anywhere you stream. I think the only place you can't find it right now is Netflix. So everywhere else, I think it's all there. Hulu, Amazon, Jeremy, where else? Tubi TV, literally. Like, probably even on YouTube. YouTube, it's on Peacock, the app, the NBC app here in the States. Amazon, of course. So, yeah. Your pets are watching and listening, not your pants. I was trying to figure that one out. I feel much better about that, Lisa Nanda. Thank you for the clarification.
Hello, sweet babies. Four-legged babies, we love you.
Good morning, Tea Lady Nat from Maryland. Yeah, Gemini, you're here for your moon. It's going to be a good one. Yeah. Victoria, you only have Netflix? Yeah, Violet did say, though, it is on YouTube, so that's perfect. Violet, thank you so much for affirming that. And we're excited to, our radio single, I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day, has over 1.5 million streams already this year on Spotify, so that's fun. That's very exciting. It's streaming all over the world right now. I don't think it's on Swedish radio yet. Hold on for that one. It's in the Netherlands, all over the UK, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, Sweden, Canada, the Caribbean, the United States, Slovenia. Lots of fun. So today, the bowls are just really peaceful and just very flowing today. Really, really lovely. Hi Dana, hi Tom. I'm so glad you're both here. Perfect timing. So today is the full moon. Today you know that the sun, right now, we're sitting in the season of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the archer, the centaur, right? The Sagittarius, if you know much about those characteristics, they're the spiritual seekers. They sojourn, they go out, they explore. They have really beautiful, expanding energy, and it makes sense. They're ruled by the planet Jupiter. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, of good luck, of abundance, of those little extra miracles that kind of get nudged your way. That was me being Jupiter, nudging a miracle your way. You know, this is what Jupiter's known for and how Jupiter is at home in the sign of Sagittarius. So we're in this really beautiful time. Well, anytime we have a full moon, we know what that full moon sign will be because it will be the exact opposite on the zodiac wheel from whatever sun sign we're currently in. So if we're in Sagittarius, the full moon is going to be in Sag's opposite sign, which is Gemini, the sign of the twins or the partners. Gemini is all about mental exploration. So this as is Sagittarius, very spiritual, very wanting to experience the world through the mind. So we're on a mental axis, right? One just Sagittarius just takes us more inward, even if we're going on an outward journey. And Gemini takes us more outward to return the information in. So this full moon has the characteristics of a mental exploration. And it's interesting because right now, too, we're seeing that Mars is in retrograde. So how that affects the full moon is that when Mars, the planet of passion, drive, pushing out, fire, some equate it to war. It's interesting. I tend to resonate with the idea of that Mars really connects us to destruction and healing. It's two sides of the exact same coin is Mars, destruction and healing. So sometimes we have to break things down in order to return them to their state of wholeness, things that have been built up around it, things that no longer serve. You kind of have to get rid of that. And you need an energy, a force to break or to move things sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. And that's the energy that Mars provides us. So anytime a planet goes into retrograde, it's a time, obviously, we call it retrograde because it looks as though the planet is spinning backwards in relationship to us. Obviously, the planet has not switched its spin direction. However, it's just an illusion of appearance from where we are on Earth. But this retrograde, even though it's a visual illusion, it has an impact on our systems in a way that it starts to slow the energy of that planet. So in this case, Mars, it slows it down a bit. It also brings it into a point of an inward reflection. So we can sit with the intensity or the purity of whatever this planet represents and brings to our lives in a way that we can access it. We can, okay, I can reflect on that, I can take it in, and then I can move out once the planet goes back into forward, direct motion. Then we move with its energy in a different way. But in retrograde, we start to bring these things in. So as Mars turns inward, we have an opportunity to really reflect on what's going on around us. The biggest takeaway from the sky right now under this cold full moon, which, by the way, I love the name, the fact that it's the cold full moon. It's the last full moon of the year. It is leading up usually right into, winter solstice, which we know is in a couple of weeks. It's also called the snow moon, or there's a couple of, great, very wintry names for it, but it's this coldness at the end of the year. And it's the full moon that will appear the longest in the night sky, which happens to be tonight at 11:08. Eastern time, so that's 8:08 Pacific time, and then tomorrow morning for all of our friends overseas. And so what this cold full moon really says is to say, okay, let's put a little bit of a pause and illumination on all of this mental activity to find things that we're gathering information right now. This is where you need to gather information. And depending on how your chart's set up, there's certain types of information that you specifically will be looking to gather. It's related to where the planets sit in your houses. If you want to look that up, you can look that up online. And because it's different for all of the 12 zodiac signs, which is very, very interesting. If you're curious, just, you can peruse that online and find some more information on that. But the thing is that we're really looking for ways to trust that the information that we need will arrive at its perfect time. Half of that seems really easy to me. Okay, I'm gonna, the right information will appear at the right time. It's the first part that can be a little tricky, right? Trust. It's this idea of that the universe has our back. The universe is on my side. So that's really what we're going to sit into today. We're really going to sit into this space where we recognize that the universe always has our back, because the universe responds to whatever energy that we're putting out. So the best way to ensure that we're receiving, that we're connecting with energy, with frequency, with life experiences that we really want, positive or negative, to experience is to align our energy and our frequency. So that's what we're going to be working on today. Align into flow and trust. Trusting the universe. Does that sound like a good plan? So if this is your first time joining us, welcome. In front of you are 13 crystal singing bowls. You're made out of over 99% pure quartz crystal. Crystal is highly conductive of electricity. It picks up the electricity, the energy that you give off, and it begins to resonate and vibrate. And you can hear tones coming through. It also picks up energy in the environment. This is an E. This connects us to our third chakra. It's a more dense chakra. It's connected to a strong fire and passion element. So I'm not surprised this is ringing very clearly today, seeing as how that we're really connecting with Mars, the energy of Mars, a planet of fire and passion. Whether it's moving direct and or retrograde, Mars brings us to this point of passionate clarity and action. So it's my job to listen to the bowls and allow the messages that they want, the frequencies that they want to share to come through for you. So we'll begin by finding a comfortable seated position. If you'd like to listen to this through headphones, it's a great way to do it as well. Get a different experience, different sonic sensations will come through. Normally we have very specific patterns that we follow even within our session. I think the patterns will be very similar today. This idea of realigning, retuning, releasing, and receiving. But I'm not sure, based on what the bowls are saying, the order that all this is going to be happening. So, like any good session, expect the unexpected. All right. So once you're in your comfortable seated position, I invite you to bring your attention to your heart. Just take a breath in, readjust your body, find comfort in your physical body so that we can begin to go beyond. Work out anything that you're ready to let go of. Just bringing your attention to your beautiful, sacred heart. It may feel good to place one or two hands over your heart to help you bring your attention there even more distinctly. Take a deep inhale in and hold that inhale. As you hold the inhale, allow your heart and your body to relax. Good. Then exhale it out. Beautiful. Take another deep inhale in, hold, and relax. Relax your body. Then exhale. One last deep inhale in, holding that breath in, allowing your heart to relax. Now exhale. grounding practice, I invite you to begin that now. If not, I invite you to think, imagine, or feel a beautiful golden cord of light, radiant light, that begins at the base of your spine, your sacrum, your first energy center, your first chakra, and descends all the way from your first chakra down through the floor, through the earth, into the very core of the planet. And once it arrives at the core of the planet, wrapping in, rooting strongly into the earth, setting the intention that this cord will allow you to release any energy that's in your space that no longer serves, whether you're aware of it or not. Anything that you're ready to let go of, just begin to invite it to descend down this golden cord of light. Recycling back into the earth. Bringing your attention now back into your body, gently scanning your physical system to see if there's any place that's holding energy that you're ready to let go of, you're ready to release. You may experience that as a physical sensation, a heaviness, a tightness, soreness, pain. It could be occurring in your actual physical body, or you may sense it, perceive it in your more subtle energy bodies. Whatever you're ready to release, do so now. Breathing in the intention of a return to your centered point. Breathing in the intention of your return to wholeness. looking for clarity. Perhaps mentally you're aware. You'd like an answer, you'd like understanding, a deeper connection to the truth of a particular topic. Perhaps you're not even sure the question, but you feel a longing towards something. Whatever that is for you, think, imagine, or feel this question sitting and a beautiful red rose in front of you. Witness how your physical body begins to respond to that red rose. What emotions come up? What feelings or sensations arise? Does your response to this rose serve you? Does your response to this rose best serve you? If there's any of those responses or expressions that you see yourself giving to this rose that you're ready to shift or let go of, go ahead and do that now. Does the rose shift or change? Does it vibrate? Does it grow? Does it become more defined? If you see the rose beginning to float away, bring a gold sun into your space. Just think about a gold sun sitting over your head and begin to infiltrate all the cells in your body, calming your system. And as you do that, invite the rose back. This is a rose of clarity. Clarity never runs from us. Sometimes we push it away. And that's okay. Find where you are today, honor that, and begin to invite clarity towards you. Now seeing this frequency of clarity in front of you, take a deep inhale in, holding that breath, and invite that frequency towards your heart. Beautiful. It may feel good to invite that frequency all the way in, or to sit just outside of your space and exhale. Good. Take another deep inhale in, relaxing your heart, inviting greater clarity. You may feel this frequency begin to envelop your body, begin to vibrate your cells in a different way. You may see it now just coming closer to you. And exhale, good. Whatever's right for you. One more deep inhale in, inviting in clarity, holding that breath, relaxing your heart and your body, and seeing this integration become more complete within your system. Exhale. Experiencing this new frequency in your system. From a place of wonder and awe. You've welcomed in new life, a new understanding of life. Just by simply relaxing and allowing. What are you manifesting? See it in front of you now. Good. You may see it as a specific image. It may be a color, a sound, a light, a moving picture. Take a deep inhale in, hold, relax your heart, relax your body, then exhale. Take another deep inhale in, holding that breath, relaxing your heart, relaxing your body. And only when it's time for you, allow the exhale. I hear some of you are ready to invite to welcome the energy of healing into your system right now. If that sounds right to you, I invite you to begin to tune in to the energy, the frequency, the very specific frequency of healing. You don't have to know. You just have to know. Feel that frequency begin to expand and shift all throughout your space, your energy bodies as well as your physical bodies. shift and flow through your system in a way that it's never moved, nor shifted, nor flowed through your system before. Awakening your memory of wholeness. Bringing your attention now back to your heart. Taking a deep inhale in, holding that breath, relaxing your heart, and gently exhale. Take another deep inhale in, hold, relax your heart. And softly exhale. I invite you now to shift your attention up to the center part of your head, towards the back of your brain. Your sixth energy center, the Ajna Chakra, this still, small, subtle place is where we access the infinite realms, the infinite frequencies that surround us, that we're usually not even aware of. Tune in there. Good. From this point of centered neutrality, this connection to all, begin to welcome the frequency of trust. Trust. Feeling it probably very subtly at first. And allowing its splendor to grow in your system. Augment, amplify the frequency of trust. Breathing in life, trust, faith, the knowingness that the universe always has your back. Any patience that you need to fully embody this element, this frequency of trust. Feeling it subtly shift throughout your entire system. You trust that your heart will take its next beat. You trust that you can breathe life into your lungs, enlivening your entire system in this next moment. You trust that the sun will rise each morning. That same trust is so deeply ingrained in each of us. It's really just a function of remembering that which we already know. Remember. Taking a deep inhale in, breathing in trust, faith, that frequency. Relaxing your heart, relaxing your body, and gently exhaling it out. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, hold that breath. Relaxing your heart, relaxing your body. And exhale. As you exhale, draw your attention to the base of your spine, your first energy center, your chakra, the Muladhara chakra. Thinking, imagining, or feeling a beautiful red, a scarlet red. An enlivened red, inviting it into this first energy space, feeling that frequency, enliven, bless, bringing life to your first chakra. Bring life to this center. Embracing the ideas of flexibility, transformation, coherence, and stability. Breathe in this life. Good. Drawing your attention upwards towards the center soft part of your belly, your navel area, bringing in a gorgeous orange into the Svadhisthana chakra, the second energy center. Yes. Ooh. Feel that life that you're bringing in. Bless the center. This is you. Bless yourself. There is power and creativity here. Activating the ideas of purity, of nourishment, charm, attractiveness, merging. Beautiful. Yes. Finding balance in this energy center. Enlivening it. Seeing this second energy center dance with life just as brightly and as fully as your first energy center that you've just blessed. Find balance between those two. Never dull, always brighten. Good. Moving your attention now up to your diaphragm, your third chakra, the Manipura, finding a gorgeous yellow that activates this place of inspiration, passion, forward movement in life. Bless this center, bringing in the ideas of desire, will, intention, destiny. Brighten the flame of your destiny. Rewrite your stars. You're not beholden to anything. You create your life based on your frequency. Do it. Do it right now. Use this power that you're pulling in and bless your other two centers, your second and your first. Bring them up to this same intensity that you're finding now in this third, this Manipura. Good, good. Take a deep inhale in, hold that. Relax your heart, relax your body as you're holding this breath in. Good, then exhale it out. Bring your attention now into the place of your heart, inviting in a gorgeous green. It could be an emerald green, it could be a forest green. I feel there's lots of greens happening today. Find your green frequency into this place of the unstruck sound, the anahata, the fourth chakra here, the place of your heart. This is the merging between our physical and our spiritual centers, that which is seen and that which is not yet seen. Good. Inviting in the idea of peace, harmony, laughter, and love. Bless your sacred heart. Yes. Finding balance now between 1, 2, 3, 4. Harmoniously resonating, vibrating, pulsating, living, gorgeous. Bringing your attention now into the place of your throat, here in your fifth, the Vishuddha chakra. Inviting in a gorgeous sky blue. What does your sky blue look like today? What blue frequency do you need in this fifth chakra that would augment the ideas of creativity, affluence, abundance, discernment? Here, this place where we speak our truth. Bless this center. Bless your truth. Bring life into this subtle realm. Good. Finding balance now between 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Gently raising your attention now back into this Ajna chakra, the sixth chakra, your third eye center. It's directly in the center back part of your brain, the pineal. Good. Inviting in an indigo, midnight sky blue. You may find that you even have a little bit of purple in your indigo today. Bringing in this frequency, blessing this subtle center that connects you to your limitless power. Yes. It's not always the ones that make the most noise that bring the most power. Listen closely. Good. Welcoming in integration, truth, unboundedness, knowingness. Bless. Bring life. Beautiful. Gently floating now to the top part of your head. Your seventh chakra, your crown. Bringing in a violet light. A violet flame into the seventh chakra, the Sahasrara chakra, connecting to infinity, immortality, holiness, enlightenment. Beautiful. Gently now finding that balance between 1, 2, 3. Good. 4. The point of integration. 5. 6. That subtle, subtle point. And 7. Beautiful. Now gently allow this contiguous energy that's flowing from 1 to 7 to move up just outside of your physical body into the 8th chakra. And as you feel that energy, it actually begins to torus shape all around your system. It's moving up from your 1st all the way up through the 8th, back into the 1st, moving, expanding out. Beautiful. And as you feel this energy continuing to pulsate around you, let me share these words with you by Sadhguru. The year is coming to a close, and what have you done this year? One more year gone. Are you still alive? And what are you alive to? And what are you dead to? When was the last time you saw a full moon or a sunrise? When was the last time you gazed at a mountain or the ocean? Or looked at a butterfly fly? When was the last time you saw a flower blossom or kicked a ball? When was the last time you smiled at yourself? When was the last time you looked back and could laugh at yourself? For the last few days of the year and for the years to come, get into the act and make it happen for you, for yourself. Take a deep breath in, hold, relax your heart. And exhale it out. Good. Welcome back, my friends. Happy full moon. How are you feeling? In your own time, come back. Well, the moon was certainly shining beautifully on us today. Bye, Jeremy. Bye, Jeremy. Jeremy sends his love. He has a doctor's appointment. He must go. How are you feeling? How was that? Was that good? Yeah. Oh, look at all the hearts. It's so sweet. It's so beautiful. Yeah, it is. It's a really sweet energy right now that you've cultivated. Just feel like, listen, I'm even doing it. I feel like just giving everyone a hug, everyone of this energy of just enveloping kindness, sweetness, goodness. So, wow. Tell me about your experience. What was that like for you? Okay. There are a lot of comments, and I'm going to have to go through them because now I can't scroll backwards. So, I see someone said hello from Lakeland. Oh my goodness, we're neighbors. Hi, Cecilia, I see you as well. Always a sweet reprieve. Good. Rona, you're feeling great. Neil, you're feeling very good. Yay. Hi, Paris. Oh, lovely. Oh, good. It's nice to see you, Paris. I'm glad you were here. Jaybirds, just so lovely. Yes, it wasn't it. The moon right now, it's this really lovely energy, like connecting back into this point of clarity, into this point of trust. Ginger, so loving. Yeah. I think when we can fall into this idea that the universe is on my side, that spirit always has my back, we got this. And whether you see spirit as yourself, an inside force and outside force, which, by the way, it's all of the above, right? Because you can't have one without the other. That's so perfect. So Mary Lou, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. And if you have donated before and in front of that, and I've missed it, please know that I will see it later. And I thank you so much, even if I can't scroll right now because I'd have to be back there, and then I couldn't see you. So, Kat, thank you so much for your donation as well. I'm so glad you were here. Savarna, what a beautiful name, and it was lovely. Good, I'm glad. In your little purple heart, yeah, there is a lot of that kind of purpley energy I felt today. Hi, Lori. How's everything in Wisconsin? Peace, love, and hugs all around. Yes, absolutely. Ashley, that was so sweet and calm. Yes, it was, wasn't it? It's nice to see you, Ashley. Thanks for being here. Allison, allowing the energy to align and trust. Yeah. Not always it's interesting. It's something that's so dadgum easy that we take for granted that it becomes very hard to do. I mean, this idea, and I hadn't even thought about it, it just sort of came out with this idea of that. I mean, we trust that our heart's going to take the next beat. We trust we're going to have our next breath. We trust we're going to have our next meal. We trust that the sun will rise. We trust that we will wake up in the morning. Not everybody does. Not every next heartbeat happens. And yet, it's always perfectly aligned. And we know on a very core level that living in a place of trust allows life to flow. When we live in a place of fear, everything stops. So this trust is it lives within us at our very core, at its very core. So just remembering that is so, so beautiful. Mary Lou, the colors of the spectrum rose and sizzled. Yeah, absolutely. And they do that. Color it's all frequency. It's just frequency that we're able to perceive with these bad boys, our little peepers. We hear frequency, we see frequency, we feel frequency. We're not even aware of the infinite frequency that exists around us until we start to tap in. And that's a trick, right? And that's what you were doing today. And it was so beautiful to witness. Thank you for allowing me to witness that. You tapping in to your truth, to this unlimited frequency that's around us, this infinite frequency. Pammy Zoo. What a cool handle. I love that. Hi. It's your first time. You got in a little late. No worries. Always in your perfect time. And I loved it. Oh, I'm so glad. Great way to start your day in Portland. Oh, well, we send you our love. I'm so glad you were here. We'll look forward to you joining us as well. Cecilia, you said the moon last night at dusk was a beauty. Yeah, it was. It's so beautiful. I love these 3 days around the full moon. Every new moon and every full moon, we actually really get to have 3 days of its magnanimous energy. The day before, the day of the either full or new moon, and then of course the day after, the energy is still holding that. We hold that stillness, that fullness, or the quietness, depending on what phase of the moon we're in. And I love that. So I can't wait to see, Cecilia, I'll be curious to see how it is for you tonight too. It's supposed to be the longest, the time that it will hang in the sky, just as a function, northern hemisphere, just as a function of where we are in our yearly cycle. So, hey Kayla, just before you said the word trust, I was thinking that's a vulnerable spot. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's this interesting idea that vulnerability is... I keep hearing this phrase. I'm going to have to dive in here. Give me a second. Vulnerability is what we make of it. And it's this idea, something about that all of life is vulnerable. All of life is fragile. And so when we perceive something as fragile, we see it as vulnerable. And yet all of life is infinitely more powerful, connected, alive. And that's what it is. It's this idea of life, right? We don't always see the power of life, and yet that's how it goes. So, yeah, that's really beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Kyla. It's Kyla. I think I might have said Kayla before. I apologize if I did. Lori, you said it's foggy and cloudy there in Wisconsin. You were able to see the moon last night. Yeah, grateful for this time together. It's always good to see you. It's my pleasure, my friend. Hi, Cornelia. What a beautiful name. What a beautiful name. You said you felt a lot of energy, especially in your hands. Yeah, absolutely. So, and we were doing energy work as well. anytime we bust out the roses and the gold suns, we're doing some energy work. We're doing energy work even with the bowls, but it's a much more active energy work that we do whenever you start seeing those two little icons and symbols. And I will go back because I did quickly see, but I can't scroll right now. I did see someone, and forgive me, I don't recall who, had mentioned that they saw that their rose was becoming black and moving away. We'll talk about that in a second too. No worries. Thanks for bringing that up. Sarah, beautiful. I connect with trust, like really trust the universe has got my back. Yeah, you could feel that. Yes, yes. You want to remember that and not forget. Absolutely. Thank you so much. My pleasure. My pleasure. You know, it's memory is always the first thing to go. And yet the knowledge is always there. So connecting back into the knowledge, we don't even necessarily have to remember, but it's the knowledge, that deep core truth that is just you. It's the resonance of it. So yeah, Cecilia, wasn't that lovely what Sarah said? So pretty. Yeah, Pammy Sue, I love it. Cecilia, you're in San Diego right now and you have a beautiful view from your hilltop. Oh, that sounds fantastic. San Diego is such a gorgeous area of our country. We love spending any time in San Diego. We've spent a lot of time in that area over the years. So I bet it's stunning, magnificent. Thank you for sharing. Hi, Kathy. I'm glad you're here. You was just going to put that back in here. You're very interested. Oh, yes. Of course. So that was you. Perfect. Okay, we'll go back to that. Let me answer Dana real quick. Dana, the intention of trust has been on my mind in my discussions. Yeah, it's this week. Well, yeah, and that's big. I mean, you're feeling the energy that's around you. That's what is in the air. Literally. That's what Sagittarius, this idea of being able to explore. So when you explore, you kind of have to have trust that you're going to be able to come back home, right? And you'll have the ability to explore, whatever that means. Time, resources, understanding, etc. But also this idea then of being able then juxtapose it against the Gemini, questioning, always questioning. So we can only question so much until you just have to know, until the information comes. And it's that time between questioning and knowingness where trust comes into play, right? So that's really cool. It makes sense you were sitting in it. It's a constant reminder that you're being taken care of. Yes, you are. And the universe always provides. Amen. A woman. Whatever you want to say. Amen. It's a necessary reminder to do this always. Of course. That's so beautifully said, Dana. Thank you for sharing that. I love this. It makes me think of a phrase. It's from ancient Aramaic. La alam almin almen. Means to, make sure I'm saying this correctly, to know, to trust, to believe. And so it is. Amin. Amen. Same thing. Over the years, words that we say, these sacred energy words, Sanskrit, Aramaic, Latin, so many others, become shifted in how we say things. And sometimes now, especially as English speakers, we get so caught up on the specificity of what the word or the sound or the should be. And it really is the essence. That's the difference between our very specific English language and energy languages, which is based on a feeling and information, a deeper understanding. It's not as specific. It's not like that color yellow. It's not banana yellow. It's the color. It is the frequency that our eyes perceive that a banana, the fruit that nourishes our soul, gives off at any given moment based on its time of peak, what is that? What word am I looking for? Sorry. Ripeness. There we go. Ripeness. That is actually more of how these energy languages approach understanding, where we're like, it's a yellow banana. It's more than a yellow banana, right? So thanks for sharing that. You're so right. Kathy. Yep. So Kathy, here we go. So the black rose, a lot of times too, the rose, it's not that the energy, here we go. The energy of the rose will take on a reflection of what's going on for us. So it's not that the rose is doing something and, you have to catch up with it. It's just reflecting back. It's serving as a mirror for what's going on within us. So anytime the rose provides information, that's what it's doing. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing good. There's nothing bad. It just is. So whenever a rose like that begins to shift back, a lot of times it's symbolizing that we're pushing something away, or we are recoiling from, right? We're pulling ourselves back from that piece of information for whatever reason. A lot of times too, whenever we start going towards black, there's either something that's happening within us that we're not ready to uncover yet, so we're putting it into the shadow, we're pushing away clarity. Sometimes it absolutely can be an external force that removes us from our connection, or is pushing us in some way. And nothing ever removes us from our connection. Let me clarify that. That's actually always our choice. But sometimes things can push us, and we just be like, okay, here we go. No big deal. And then our task is to figure out, oh, wait, why did I allow myself? What was it in me that I'm ready? What information do I need to bring up that I allowed myself to get pushed off of my center? Nothing can touch you unless we allow it. It's a slightly different way to kind of perceive this idea that good, bad, whatever, this dualistic universe, and the reality is that it's all working together in tandem for our highest good. Highest good being point of expansion, evolution, propulsion outward, growth, right? So whenever we see colors that come up, it's easy to know, and this is why I clarify this a lot, always to bring in a color that is transparent, because we know a transparent color, so it just means you can see through the color, is our own information, it's our own vibration. If you can't see through a color, a lot of times it has other energies that aren't ours, kind of mired in. So think of it kind of like if you have your color that you can see through, that you know this is yours. This is great. This applies. This resonates. This is mine fully, that I can, really access clearly. No pun intended. But when I start, if I can't see through it, there's something else in it that I probably need to go move that out. Remember, you are the master of your own voyage and journey. No one drives your ship, no one drives your car, just you. Unless you let somebody take over the wheel. And then that was still you, right? So, again, there's nothing good, bad, wrong. It's just a function of where we are at any given time. So, very long answer to generally answer that question for you. If you want it, Kathy, if you want to talk about it a little bit more too, drop me a DM. I'm happy to chat about that if that's something that's of interest to you. And we can actually look at it very specifically too, if that's helpful. So, Dana, that was so cool. Yeah. Amen. Yeah. I love it. Sarah. Oh, Charlene, yes. In knowledge, everything is there. Trust in that. Yep. And put the energy there and not in the mind. Yep. Because remember, is in the mind and knowledge is in the heart. Yep. Memory lives in the mind and knowledge lives in the heart and soul much deeper. Thank you for this. Something clicks inside of me. Oh, so good. Thank you, Sarah, for sharing that. That's really beautiful. Dana, la alam, amin, amen. It's la alam. I think it's L-A, la alam, A-L-A-M, amin, amen. That was correct, yeah. Yeah, Dana. You can look that up too. Greg Braden refers to that frequently too, so you may actually even cross-reference anything with Greg Braden's stuff. He's one of my faves. Kathy, it was turning black, like drying out and dying, and the petals were breaking off. Okay, great information. Makes sense about the clearness of the color being mine. Yep, thank you for the clarification. Yep, no worries. My pleasure. And Lucy, it was your first time here. So lovely. Thank you. I'm glad you were here. Dana, you got it? Perfect. Cool. Yeah, Kathy, and you know what? Honestly, too, let me just encourage and affirm to you, just sit with what the meaning is. Again, like I said, I'm happy to go and we can look at it. I'm purposely not looking at it because it's not mine to look at unless you very specifically say, hey, will you look at this with and for me? But in general, that's kind of what they point to. So I hope there's some information in there. And honestly, let me just affirm again, just allow your information to come. There's little sparks, maybe things of words that came from me that will then spark something. Oh, that's what this nugget is for you, which might spark something different for someone else. So find your nuggets and just let it sit. That's that's it. Like, it's spiritual practice, not perfection. So, yeah. So beautiful. Thanks for sharing that. Dana, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Kathy, you would like for me to look at this? Perfect. Why don't we do that offline then? We'll do that offline. Can you direct message me? I'll jump on there later today and we'll look at that for you. No problem. My pleasure. Well, friends, we are always glad to be with you. It's such an interesting time of year in so many ways. You know, we're winding down the year, not only from the calendar standpoint, but also from the energy standpoint. And the winter solstice is where we get the chance to begin the next year anew. We're like, wait, that's not January 1. Well, it's when the light begins to return. That's what the winter solstice marks. It's the darkest day of the year, and the next morning is when the light returns. Sometimes we think that the day begins at sunrise when we first see the light. Day actually began at sunset when the light is now returning. So we'll be talking about that. We'll be activating this beautiful pineal gland right here on December 21st. I hope you'll be able to join us. Please pop over and put a little notification to remind yourself that that's happening. I'd love to see you there. It's going to be a really trippy time. We have I love pineal activations. So cool. Perry, she said December 21st. It's your 11-year-old daughter's birthday. That's so great. Great way to start the day, Paris. We would love to have you there if birthday celebrations, timing and schedule allow. So we totally understand. Sarah, thank you so much. Yeah, good vibes for Jeremy and his appointment with the doctor. Yes, thank you. I'll be sure to tell him that. He'll love you. He'll love that. Oh, my pleasure, everyone. Jaybird, thank you so much for your donation. I'll look forward to seeing you all on December 21st. If not before, you never know. We may be doing some extra fun things too. It just kind of depends on how scheduling works out. It's a interesting time of year, and if you could keep my family in your thoughts and prayers, I'd really appreciate that too. So thank you for sending your love and your healing vibes to my parents right now. That would be really, really appreciated. So we take every day as it comes, and we're so thankful for each day, just as I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. So until I see you again, my friends, be well and Satnam. Now, I have to go figure out how to stop the live. Wish me luck. I'm calling Jeremy for this one. I'm totally just going to walk through camera. Oh, and grab my mic. And you can see the dish towel that I sit on. So, there you have it. All right. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.